There are places on Earth where beauty feels created, sculpted by human hands. And then, there is South America, a continent that feels born beautiful, a place where the Earth herself seems to be alive, breathing through volcanoes, singing through rainforests, and whispering through the waves of its mighty oceans. From the snow-capped Andes to the dense emerald jungles of the Amazon, from desert landscapes that look like another planet to coastlines kissed by turquoise seas, South America is nature's boldest masterpiece. It's not just a continent, it's an emotion, wild, colorful, mysterious, and deeply soulful. This is a land that dances to its own rhythm. The beat of samba, the sound of waterfalls, the pulse of adventure. Its cultures are old yet youthful, its landscapes timeless, and its people endlessly warm. The continent stretches across 12 nations, each one unique in its own right. Here, mountains touch the clouds, deserts bloom with salt, and ancient civilizations have left their fingerprints in stone and legend. Fun fact, South America is home to both the highest waterfall in the world, Angel Falls in Venezuela, and the largest river system on Earth, the Amazon. It's also the only continent where you can cross glaciers, rainforests, deserts, and beaches, all within a single journey. South America is beauty in its purest form, unpredictable, dramatic, and unforgettable. So, welcome to this journey through its most stunning countries. Let's begin with one that embodies its heart and energy. Brazil. The name alone feels alive. It's the largest country in South America and almost a continent within a continent, a world of beaches, jungles, mountains, and music. From the electric streets of Rio de Janeiro to the calm waters of the Amazon basin, Brazil is a land that pulses with life. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the planet, spreads across nearly half the country. It's home to over 3 million species, many found nowhere else on Earth. Glide down the Amazon River, and you'll hear a symphony of sounds. The call of exotic birds, the rustle of monkeys, and the whisper of ancient trees. In Rio, Christ the Redeemer stands tall above the city, arms open wide as if embracing the world. Beneath it, Copacabana Beach sparkles under the sun, where life feels like an endless celebration. Then there's Iguazu Falls, one of the world's most powerful natural wonders, where hundreds of cascades roar together, forming a wall of water and mist that seems to shake the earth itself. For something surreal, visit Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, a desert of white dunes filled with crystal-clear lagoons that appear after the rains. It's like stepping into a dream. Fun fact, Brazil has more animal and plant species than any other country in the world. It's a treasure chest of biodiversity. From its golden beaches to its deep green forests, Brazil isn't just beautiful. It's alive in every sense of the word. Argentina. Few countries capture the imagination quite like Argentina. It's a land of poets, explorers, and dreamers, stretching from the subtropical north to the icy wonders of Patagonia in the south. In the north, the mighty Iguazu Falls creates a thunderous symphony of water and mist. Standing on the viewing decks, you can feel the earth tremble beneath your feet as rainbows rise from the spray. Travel west, and the Andes Mountains dominate the horizon. Here lies Aconcagua, the highest mountain in the Americas, towering at nearly 7,000 meters. In central Argentina, the Pampas, endless golden plains, roll out like an ocean of grass. This is the home of the Gauchos, Argentina's legendary cowboys whose traditions still live strong. But Argentina's soul beats strongest in Buenos Aires, the Paris of South America. With its grand boulevards, tango music echoing through old neighborhoods like La Boca and San Telmo, and cafes that feel frozen in time, the capital blends elegance and emotion like nowhere else. Further south lies Patagonia, where glaciers sparkle blue against rugged mountains. The Perito Moreno Glacier near El Calafate is alive, constantly cracking, groaning, and reshaping itself, piece by piece. And at the edge of the world, in Ushuaia, the southernmost city on Earth, you stand at the doorstep of Antarctica. Fun fact: Argentina is the birthplace of tango, a dance born from passion and sorrow that has become a symbol of romance around the world. Argentina isn't just stunning, it's poetic. Every landscape here feels like it has something to say. Chile. Stretching over 4,000 kilometers from north to south, Chile is a land of extremes. Narrow, yet infinite. It hugs the Pacific coast on one side and rises to meet the mighty Andes on the other, creating a country where nearly every climate on Earth exists. In the north, the Atacama Desert is so dry that some places haven't seen rain in over 400 years. Yet it's full of life. Pink lagoons dotted with flamingos, salt flats shimmering in the sun, and geysers shooting steam into the cold dawn. At night, the sky glows with more stars than most humans ever see. Astronomers call it one of the clearest skies on Earth. In the center lies Santiago, the modern capital surrounded by snow-capped mountains, where culture and creativity thrive. Travel further south, and you'll reach Patagonia, a world of ice and fire. Here lies Torres del Paine National Park, one of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. Jagged granite peaks rising above glacial lakes that reflect every color of the sky. For mystery, journey across the Pacific to Easter Island, Rapa Nui, where nearly 900 ancient Moai statues stand as silent witnesses of a lost civilization. Their presence is haunting and beautiful, a reminder of human wonder and endurance. Fun fact: Chile's length means you can go skiing in the Andes and surfing in the Pacific Ocean on the same day. Chile is both tranquil and untamed, a country that feels like the earth showing off its artistry. Peru. Few countries in the world carry a spirit as ancient, mysterious, and majestic as Peru. It's not just a destination. It's a living connection between humanity and history. Peru sits on the western edge of South America, where the mighty Andes Mountains meet the Pacific Ocean. It's a place of wild diversity. Deserts, jungles, lakes, and highlands all woven into one unforgettable landscape. At its heart lies the legendary Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. Perched high above the clouds, surrounded by mist and emerald peaks, it remains one of the most mesmerizing places on Earth. The Incas built this masterpiece without wheels or iron, yet its stone walls still stand perfectly aligned centuries later. But Peru's wonders go far beyond Machu Picchu. In the southern desert, you'll find the mysterious Nazca lines, enormous figures of animals and shapes drawn into the earth, visible only from the sky. Travel to Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, and meet the Uros people, who live on floating islands made of reeds, a way of life unchanged for generations. And deep in the Amazon basin, the jungle hums with life, vibrant, untamed, and ancient. Fun fact: Peru is home to over 3,000 varieties of potatoes. It's where this humble crop was first cultivated more than 7,000 years ago. Peru's beauty lies not only in its landscapes, but in its people. Warm, proud, and deeply connected to their roots. Every mountain, every village, every meal tells a story passed down through time. Colombia. If South America had a heartbeat, it might sound like Colombia. Lively, joyful, and endlessly colorful. After decades of transformation, Colombia has emerged as one of the most exciting, welcoming, and stunning countries in the world. It's a land where Caribbean beaches meet Andean peaks, where jungles hide ancient cities, and where music fills the air day and night. Start in Cartagena, the jewel of the Caribbean coast. With its pastel-colored houses, flower-filled balconies, and cobblestone streets, the old town feels like stepping into a painting. Every sunset here seems to last just a little longer, casting gold across the city's walls. Then travel inland to the Coffee Triangle, where rolling hills glow green under endless skies. Here, coffee isn't just a drink, it's a way of life. Towns like Salento are perfect for wandering, surrounded by tall wax palms that sway like sentinels above the valleys. In Bogotá, Colombia's capital, art and energy collide. The streets are alive with murals, music, and creativity. Meanwhile, Medellin, once infamous, has reinvented itself as one of the most innovative and beautiful cities in South America, nestled between mountains that glow at night. For nature lovers, there's the surreal Tatacoa Desert, where red rock canyons stretch under star-filled skies, and Caño Cristales, the river of five colors, which turns into a living rainbow when algae bloom beneath the clear water. Fun fact: Colombia is the second most biodiverse country on Earth, right after Brazil, home to more bird species than anywhere else in the world. Colombia is proof that beauty can rise from hardship. It's not just a country, it's a celebration of life, color, and renewal. Ecuador. Tucked between Colombia and Peru lies one of South America's most geographically extraordinary countries, Ecuador. Small in size, but vast in diversity, it's a place where every horizon feels different and every journey feels like an adventure across worlds. Ecuador literally sits on the equator, giving the country its name, and meaning you can stand with one foot in the northern hemisphere and one in the southern. Start your journey in Quito, the capital. Perched high in the Andes, it's one of the world's highest capitals and one of the best preserved colonial cities in the Americas. Its Baroque churches and colorful plazas feel timeless, framed by mountains that glow in the morning sun. Then head to Cotopaxi, one of the highest active volcanoes in the world. Its perfect snow-covered cone rises nearly 6,000 meters into the sky, surrounded by windswept plains and wild horses. Travel south, and you'll find Cuenca, a city of red-tiled roofs and cobblestone streets, peaceful, charming, and full of history. But the crown jewel of Ecuador lies off its coast, the legendary Galapagos Islands. This volcanic archipelago is one of the most unique ecosystems on the planet. Here, giant tortoises roam freely, marine iguanas bask on lava rocks, and blue-footed boobies dance their strange but adorable mating rituals. It was here that Charles Darwin first developed his ideas about evolution, inspired by nature's incredible creativity. Fun fact: Ecuador is the most biodiverse country per square kilometer on Earth, meaning it packs more life into its small size than anywhere else. From cloud forests to coral reefs, From snow peaks to steamy jungles, Ecuador is a reminder of how wondrously alive our planet is. Bolivia. If there's one country that feels like stepping into a dream, it's Bolivia. A nation of surreal beauty and timeless landscapes that defy imagination. Located right in the heart of South America, Bolivia is landlocked, yet it feels boundless. A land of mountains, deserts, lakes, and jungles that seem to stretch forever. Its most famous wonder, the Salar de Uyuni, is the largest salt flat in the world, an endless expanse of white that turns into a perfect mirror after rainfall. Standing there, it feels as if you've found the edge of reality itself. Sky and earth merge into one, and you seem to walk among the clouds. But Bolivia's beauty runs far deeper than this. High in the Andes, the city of La Paz sits cradled in a canyon, the world's highest administrative capital, surrounded by snow-capped peaks and connected by colorful cable cars that glide through the thin air. From above, it's a breathtaking patchwork of life and color. Not far away lies Lake Titicaca, shared with Peru, the highest navigable lake on Earth. Its deep blue waters shimmer under the Andean sun, home to ancient legends and floating islands built by the Uros people. Then there's Eduardo Avaroa National Park, where flamingos feed on crimson lagoons, geysers hiss under frozen skies, and surreal rock formations rise from deserts of color. It's one of the most photogenic and alien-looking places on the planet. Fun fact, Bolivia has two capital cities, Sucre, the constitutional capital, and La Paz, the administrative capital. It's one of the few countries in the world with such a distinction. Hidden among Bolivia's wonders is a true gem, the Yungas Road, once known as Death Road. Today, it's one of the most thrilling mountain routes for cyclists, winding through misty jungles and dramatic cliffs. A journey that feels like a dare and a dream at once. Bolivia is raw, authentic, and untamed, a land that refuses to be ordinary. Venezuela. Few places in the world boast the raw natural power of Venezuela. A country blessed with landscapes so wild and stunning, they feel like scenes from another world. At its heart lies one of Earth's most spectacular sights, Angel Falls, the tallest waterfall in the world. Cascading nearly a kilometer from the Ollantaytambo Plateau in Canaima National Park, it's so high that the water often turns to mist before reaching the ground. Watching it feels like witnessing the sky itself falling to Earth. But Venezuela's beauty stretches far beyond this one wonder. The Gran Sabana is a vast land of tabletop mountains called tepuis, surrounded by jungles, rivers, and ancient secrets. These are among the oldest geological formations on the planet, silent witnesses of millions of years. Then there's Margarita Island off the Caribbean coast, a paradise of turquoise water, soft sands, and vibrant culture. And the Los Roques Archipelago, a necklace of coral islands surrounded by some of the clearest water you'll ever see. It's a diver's heaven and one of South America's best-kept secrets. In the Andes, Merida charms visitors with its alpine scenery, colonial charm, and cable car, the longest and highest in the world, which rises above the clouds for views that steal your breath away. Fun fact, Venezuela is home to the Catatumbo lightning, a unique phenomenon where lightning strikes continuously, sometimes 150 nights a year, over Lake Maracaibo. It's nature's own light show, unmatched anywhere on Earth. Despite its challenges, Venezuela's natural beauty remains one of the most extraordinary on the continent, powerful, untamed, and unforgettable. Paraguay. Quiet, humble, and deeply authentic, Paraguay is often called the heart of South America, both for its central location and for the warmth of its people. It doesn't always make the top of travelers' lists, but maybe that's its greatest charm. Paraguay is a country of rivers, plains, and subtropical forests, untouched, serene, and deeply connected to its history. The mighty Paraguay River runs through the nation, shaping its landscape and life. In the capital, Asunción, one of the oldest cities in South America, colonial buildings line leafy streets, and the rhythm of daily life is slow and steady. The city feels both historic and alive, a place where you can sip tereré, cold tea, under the shade of palm trees while time seems to pause. Venture south to Encarnación, a peaceful riverside city known for its beaches and its proximity to the Jesuit missions of La Santísima Trinidad de Paraná. UNESCO-listed ruins that tell the story of Paraguay's colonial past. The carvings and stone walls still echo the blend of indigenous and European cultures that once flourished here. In the vast Chaco region, wild nature dominates. Endless plains, exotic birds, and remote Mennonite communities that have thrived for generations. It's rugged, remote, and hauntingly beautiful. A land of resilience and quiet strength. Fun fact: Paraguay is one of the few landlocked countries in the world that actually has a navy. Its ships patrol the country's rivers. Though small and often overlooked, Paraguay's beauty lies in its simplicity, in its sunsets, in its traditions, and in the genuine kindness of its people. It's not a country that tries to impress, it simply is. Uruguay. Nestled between Brazil and Argentina lies Uruguay, one of South America's smallest, yet most peaceful and enchanting countries. It doesn't shout for attention. It wins hearts quietly with its simplicity, culture, and charm. The capital, Montevideo, sits along the Rio de la Plata, blending old-world architecture with a laid-back coastal vibe. Its Rambla, a seaside promenade stretching over 13 miles, is perfect for evening walks, with the golden sunset reflecting on calm waters. Here, life moves slowly. Music drifts through the air, and every corner cafe seems to hum with conversation and laughter. Just a few hours away is Colonia del Sacramento, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels like stepping back in time. Cobblestone streets, pastel houses, and flickering lamps create an atmosphere of quiet romance. Built by the Portuguese in the 17th century, it remains one of the best preserved colonial towns in South America. For those seeking the sea, Punta del Este is Uruguay's sparkling jewel. Where the Atlantic meets luxury, its beaches, like Playa Brava and Playa Mansa, are world famous, attracting travelers with their soft sands and iconic hand-in-the-sand sculpture rising from the shore. Further east, Jose Ignacio and Cabo Polonio offer something more intimate. Bohemian beach towns where time slows. The stars shine bright, and the wind carries only the sound of waves. Cabo Polonio, accessible only by dune buggies, is a hidden paradise of rustic cabins and sea lions basking on the rocks. Fun fact: Uruguay generates nearly 100% of its electricity from renewable sources, mostly wind and solar power, making it one of the greenest countries in the world. Uruguay is small in size but vast in serenity. It's the kind of place that doesn't try to impress. It just welcomes you home. Guyana. On the northern edge of South America, bordered by Venezuela, Brazil, and Suriname, lies Guyana, a country where nature still rules. It's one of the continent's least explored destinations, and that's exactly what makes it so special. Over 80% of Guyana is covered by tropical rainforest, making it one of the most pristine ecosystems left on Earth. Deep within this green kingdom lies Kayatour Falls, one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world, 5 times taller than Niagara. Here, the Pitaro River plunges from a sandstone cliff into the jungle below, surrounded by mist, rainbows, and the endless roar of nature. But Guyana's beauty isn't only in its wilderness, it's in its people too. A vibrant blend of African, Indian, Amerindian, and European heritage gives the country a unique cultural flavor, unlike anywhere else in South America. The capital, Georgetown, known as the Garden City, is filled with colonial wooden buildings, tropical gardens, and bustling markets. Nearby, you can find Shell Beach, a 90-mile stretch of untouched coastline where 4 species of sea turtles come to nest under starlit skies. Adventure seekers can explore Iwakrama Rainforest Reserve, a vast protected area where you can walk across a canopy bridge high above the jungle floor, spotting monkeys, macaws, and perhaps even a jaguar. Fun fact: despite being in South America, Guyana is the only English-speaking country on the continent, making it a fascinating crossroads between Caribbean and Latin American cultures. Guyana remains pure, wild, and deeply alive, a reminder of what the world looked like before it was tamed. Suriname. On South America's northeastern coast, just beside Guyana, lies Suriname. Small, green, and full of surprises, it's a country that feels like a secret, where Dutch architecture meets tropical forests, and the sound of Creole languages mingles with bird song. Suriname's capital, Paramaribo, is one of the most unique cities in South America. Here you'll find wooden colonial buildings painted in white, red, and green, blending Dutch design with Caribbean flair. The city's historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, standing as a beautiful fusion of cultures and centuries. Venture beyond the city, and you'll find nature taking over completely. Over 90% of Suriname's land is covered by lush rainforest, a paradise for explorers. Rivers like the Suriname and Paraguay flow through dense jungle, connecting remote indigenous and maroon communities that still live in harmony with the land. In Brownsburg Nature Park, waterfalls tumble through the rainforest canopy, and at dawn, howler monkeys fill the air with their calls. Further south, Ralikvalen Nature Reserve offers boat rides along winding rivers, past granite domes and cascades that seem untouched by time. For a touch of the exotic, try Brokopondo Lake, one of the largest man-made lakes in the world, surrounded by ghostly tree trunks that rise from its waters. A hauntingly beautiful sight, especially at sunset. Fun fact: Suriname is one of the most ethnically diverse nations in the world, with people of Indian, Javanese, African, Chinese, indigenous, and European descent living together peacefully. Its multicultural festivals, like Holy Fagua and Javanese New Year, are celebrated nationwide by everyone. Suriname is small, but endlessly rich, a country where cultures, colors, and nature blend into something rare and beautiful.